Good morning and welcome to Morning Coffee with Sandy. I couldn't help laughing in the little thumbnail because the door opened just as I was about to take the picture. And it was, of course, my noble partner in crime here, Bailey, who had to come in and be part of the show. Good morning, sunshines. You're my sunshines. Good morning. It's Morning Coffee with Sandy. I forgot to take my Zyrtex, so I'm a little stuffed up this morning. Sorry about that. Oh, look, you can see my room in the mirror. Hi, see Bailey? Bailey's laying on the couch. Okay, now you can see both of us if I keep moving back and forth like this. Just another angle of my office. I like to keep, moving around my studio. New mug, and it's all sunshiny yellow inside, and it's big, and and it keeps my coffee very hot. Okay, start out with this. You could win one. What is this? Who knows? Who knows? I have two. I would share. Come on, what is this? Okay, check it out. Let me know if you know what it is. So today is Pepper Pot Day. That was the only holiday I could find that was today. I mean, it's almost New Year's, so you don't want to take anything away from getting rid of 2020, right? No. Pepper Pot Day. This is, it's this stew. It looks like a meat stew. I mean, it's warm and it's hot, and it was, I think, developed in areas where people didn't have much, so they were trying to feed the populace. But it's not really meat the way I think of meat. It's tripe, and tripe is like the inside of a cow's stomach. A lot of people love it. I mean, it's like a delicacy in some areas. To me, it sounds like the inside of a cow's stomach. But I love liver, which makes no sense at all. However, I remember I like tongue. And I remember as a child, we would always have tongue on special occasions. And deli day, there was always tongue. And I was in, I think probably ninth or 10th grade. I remember my mother saying that she was going to make tongue. And I was so excited because I don't think I'd ever paid attention before when someone made tongue. And she took it out of the refrigerator, unwrapped it, set it on the counter, and I just went like this. That's a cow's tongue. We're actually eating something's tongue. It was like so gross to me. Took me quite a while to get over it because I really love the taste of it. But that's tongue. And then I started putting it all together. And I remember my grandmother would make these Russian dishes. She was from Russia. And she would make these Russian dishes and she'd say, "It's got lung in it. It's delicious because it's got lung." And I thought lung was some kind of Jewish thing. No, it was lung. We were eating lung. Ugh. And I'm guessing we probably ate tripe too. I don't know, but all these weird things. Keep it simple. Throw a nice steak on the barbie for me. Make me some tuna salad. I mean, I have a great recipe for tuna salad, by the way. Okay, this is good morning. Oh, good morning, sunshine. Did you see my new mug here? Look. Good morning, sunshine. I got a present. Lovely, eh? Yes, thank you, Godsey. Godsey. That's a nickname. It's short for God Susan. Godsey. Susan and I have been friends since she was like, I don't know, 12 and I was 16, something like that. She was my little brother's girlfriend when they were in school, in high school, and they broke up, but she and I never did. So, like 50 some years later, we live near each other, we talk all the time. She's still my bud. She was my oldest child's godmother, God Susie. Well, when Max was born, he smashed it all together and referred to her as Godsey. So that's what we all call her now. She's Godsey. That's her nickname. So that made me start thinking about nicknames. You have nicknames. I have nicknames. Opa every morning says, "Good morning, sunshine." She calls me Sunshine. Um, so I started doing a little research because, I'm such a geek about doing that. I started doing some research on nicknames. I have nicknames for almost everyone in my life. A nickname is usually, not always, but usually a very affectionate way of saying someone's name. It's either a shortened version or a descriptive version, usually affectionate, but in the hands of bullies, it's not a very nice thing. I, for example, do not like my given name, Sandra. I know I've shared this with you. To me, Sandra is tall, red hair, long legs. Yeah, my legs reach all the way to the ground, but they don't come up all that far. Okay. I don't have long legs. I don't have red hair. So I've always been Sandy. But as if Sandy wasn't short enough, there are those who have shorter versions, like Hey San. Some people would call me by my last name. Some people had their own little names for me. My father had nicknames for everybody. There was Peanut and Sunshine. And Sunshine was not me, by the way. It was my friend Marita. Hi, Marita, if you're watching. It was my friend Marita. And he just made up names of whatever he thought of around that person. Sometimes nice, sometimes not so nice. In Yiddish, there are a million different words, like you've heard some of them. Like, have you ever heard Schmendrick? I love Schmendrick. And I told you the other day about Schmigegi, and there's a Gunif, and there's a million different descriptive words, and you would refer to people by those words. My husband's grandmother could never remember my daughter's name. So she referred to my daughter Donnie as the girl. Pretty soon we started calling her the girl. Hey, where's the girl? Hey, the girl needs to do this. Hey, tell the girl. She became the girl. Interestingly, some nicknames became so popular that it's kind of like the Kleenex company's tissue was so popular that we now refer to most tissue as Kleenex, or copying is a Xerox. Think about it. There's Nervous Nelly. There's Sam Hill. That's a great one. What in the Sam Hill are you doing here? Susie Sunshine. Hey, put your John Hancock on this one. A Doubting Thomas, right? Oh, here's a great one. Typhoid Mary. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It's true. Joe Sixpack, huh? Hey Hot Stuff. Peeping Tom. John Doe. What we do with our names to shorten them and make them more familiar just cracks me up. So my mother, her real name, we'll talk about how she's doing in a minute. Her real name is Frida, Freda. In Yiddish, it's Fredel. Fredel. And that's what my grandpa used to call her, Fredel. I was Sandra, Sandy, and he called me Sandela. And I knew when he was really, really happy with me, because he would call me by my mother's name of Fredel. And I knew he loved me then because he loved his little girl. I made up the nickname. So it went from Frida to Fritz, and from Fritz to Fritzi. And somewhere along the line, I started calling her Fizz, just Fizz. And she did not like that name for some reason. And I remember I customized something. I personalized like a letter holder or something for her one year for Hanukkah. And it said Fizz on it. And she refused to use it. And she was very offended. And we had to take it back. And it was like a whole story. Anyway, so it's a way to shorten or give you a description on your name. I can't even tell you how many different nicknames I've had. Oh, see the door open? The second dog has now entered. Nope. That was Bailey again. Wait, let's see if you can see Bailey again. There he is. Hi, Bailey. Hi, Bailey Boo. How you doing? Yeah. What? Yes, I'm talking to you too. Do you hear him? I don't know what that is. He's either very sick or he's talking to me. Yeah, you're going to have to excuse me for a minute. I got to check him out. You okay? You okay over here? Yeah? You okay? Were you just talking to me or did you eat something that went down wrong? Oh, poor pup. Okay, I guess he's okay. Sorry, scared me. Not going to lie, scared me a little. So much lately, I kind of expect the unexpected at this point. It's what I was starting to talk about yesterday. Don't get complacent. Don't get complacent. It's so easy to just fall into that trap of, well, that's just the way it is. We're all going to get it. We're all going to have COVID. We're all going to be sick. A reversed sneeze in dogs sounds like what you just heard. Really? What does that mean? Taking air in instead of out? I don't get it. I don't get it. I just don't. Anyway, don't get complacent. Stay alert. Take care of yourself. Take care of the people around you. There's so much that needs to get joyified right now. There's so much happiness that you have inside of you that you need to get out there and share with the other people around you. And in the meantime, those of you who are sick, I wish you healing white light. I so do. So Fritzi, let's talk about Fritzi. How's Fritzi doing? Fritzi is still hanging in there. Once again, last night, the phone rang about 8:30 and I saw it was hospice calling and I thought they were calling to tell me it was all over. She was not calling to tell me it was all over. She spent almost an hour on the phone just chatting about how much she loved my mother and how sad she was to see this ridiculous decline so fast. And she shared with me that generally once somebody starts eating, it's, like around a week, but she had her fingers crossed that Fritzi would make it to the new year. So I think that would be kind of fun to have her make it through the new year. But that wasn't the real joy. The real joy was I sent pizzas over for the night staff last night. They'd come on around 2:00 and I sent pizzas over for their dinner. So a couple of the girls from the night staff gathered in my mother's room around 6:00 last night and called me from there to say thank you. And they had my mother sitting up. You guys, I got to tell you, this person who has been like, oh, sorry, that must be annoying. Let me close that. This person who has been a total zombie for the last 3 days had a few moments last night where she seemed to know what was going on. Here was the weirdest part, okay? I mean, I'm not saying she's okay. She's not. But I keep saying, okay, this is the last time. I wish I had more time. I wish I had more. And I keep getting more time. I mean, it's crazy. So I'm singing to her. I must have sung to her for like an hour. I was like so parched when I was done. And the only song she reacted to was Que sera, sera, whatever will be, will be. And I thought, wow, that's interesting that's the only song that kind of made her just like brighten up a little bit. And afterwards I said, Mama, you want me to keep singing to you? And she went like this. And then she looked up and I didn't have her attention anymore. And I knew that. And I said, Mom, what are you looking at? And she was looking at the clock. I know her room. And I said, are you looking at the clock? And she didn't say anything. And I said, what time is it, Mom? Can you tell me what time it is? And clear as a bell, she said, it's 4:00. Now, it wasn't 4:00, but I think her clock is wrong because it was 6:00 straight up. So it's very likely that her clock said 4:00. I don't know. I mean, it was like she was not in pain. I did see her take 2 sips, but she wasn't happy about it. She did not like it. Anyway, the hospice nurse said usually once they stop eating, they're around for another week. This is probably day 6 today, but I have a feeling she is so strong. She is so strong. I was trying to think, was my mother ever sick? Did I ever have to go to the hospital to see my mother? My mother had babies. I I remember once she lost her voice. This was great because this stuck with us through adulthood. We were kids. My mother had some weird thing where she lost her voice and she was in bed and she couldn't call us. So she would clap for us when she wanted us. For the rest of my living at home years, every time my mother wanted us or it was time for dinner, like Pavlov's dogs, she would clap, we would come running. Henry, you're never late. I'm just glad you're here. Hi. So I'm maintaining my happy mood because I feel like thanks to you guys sharing all your love and sharing all your prayers, dang me. I've had 3 extra visits with my mother that I never expected to have. And I know that's because of your support. I do. I know that. Thank you. She is not suffering. She is not stressed. She is not in pain. She's not even having trouble breathing, or at least she wasn't yesterday. And she actually said my name yesterday. I don't know if she really knew what was going on, but she did say my name. I know, Opa, isn't it so cute? Opa says she loves my mug. I especially love that it's yellow inside because then it makes me think about that. Anyway, things as they are going well for my mother, and that just, yeah. So I'm keeping you guys in my hearts for prayers that you might need. I am just sending it out there. Every morning on that sheet I told you about, where I like set the tone for the day. There's a spot down here that says, right here, it says, now I take the toughest wants and needs off my plate. I humbly and gratefully delegate their doing to the cosmic spiritual domain. Thank you, universe, or God, or Jesus, whatever you want to put in there, in advance for taking care of these things for me. I know I can depend on you. Some things are just bigger than we are, and we have to share them. We have to put them out there into the world. So I put my mother out into your hands, and you guys, you came through like champs. What else? Oh, 1862. The bowling ball was invented. I know you'd want to know these things. That's why I share them with you. And then in 1902, we talked about Scott Joplin, the songwriter. He was like so amazing, ragtime and stuff. And he got the copyright in 1902 for dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. The Entertainer. 21 degrees where you are. Whoa. Yeah, I think I better stop complaining about having to be in the 50s going up to the 70s, right? I mean, I'm dressed warmly, but it's, it is like 6-ish in the morning. Okay. That's it for today. And I told you about the pepper pot and the tripe and all that other stuff. So I just want to leave you with this thought. If you have the pepper pot tonight, you're going to be okay, because tomorrow is bicarbonate of soda day. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.